Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Crystal. Let's take a look at the team. We have Ness the Quilava. We have Dreamcast the Chinchou. We have Marty the Scyther. We have Engage the Furret. We have Saturn the Golbat. We have Jaguar the Hitmontop. And in this episode, we are going to be going to Olivine City to see Jasmine, the Steel-type gym leader. Right there, we have a Super Potion. Gonna pick that up, use Cut here, and get a few Epicons. I don't even know. Who cares? So yeah, that's kind of that. Now we're gonna go back into Mount Mortar, because I think there's like some more stuff if you go this way. I got this item and... Okay, so this really pissed me off. Like, I got pretty mad at that. So anyway, we're gonna put that stuff away. Put a few other things. Alright, go back in here. And at this point, we're just collecting any items we see. I'm very sure that I didn't get everything that I could have gotten, but I really do not like being here. This is a terrible place. I think so, at least. And yeah, you needed a waterfall in order to get up there, but I don't think I'm ever going to learn it because I don't really care. Unless I have to learn it, then maybe I will. But at this point, I think I thought maybe I could find something else, but then I realized that this was stupid. So we're going to go surfing, and here we are in Olivine City. Just gonna go quickly heal here one more time, and at the Pokemon, getting a few more items. Try and be prepared. Okay, and so the strategy that I'm going to go with is just try and use Ness. That's kind of all I have planned. Because fire's good against steel, I guess. And at this point, I was trying to see whether I could go on the other side of the fence, and it doesn't seem like I can. Yep, and I'm just reading the sign, guys. Really interesting, right? Okay, and so usually this guy has something interesting to say, but this time, not really. I mean, unless you consider not knowing something interesting or important. And there's no other trainers. It's just Jasmine. Isn't that fascinating? And at this point, I think I'm just stalling. I should just start. I know who's in front, but whatever. Yep, and then Jasmine's going to thank us for helping her at the lighthouse. But it doesn't matter now, because now we're going to do a Pokemon battle. And we do not know a whole lot about Holy shit, I can't talk. We do not know a lot about steel types. But we're going to try and figure it out. Okay, so Jasmine sends out a Magnemite, and we are sending out Ness. So we're going to start with Ember. Pretty strong move to start with. But we get immediately paralyzed, and we get confused at the same time. So now Ness is hitting himself, and I know very quickly that this is not going to work. So I find the one bitter berry I have, and now Ness isn't confused, but then he gets hit with Thunderbolt. And Thunderbolt, it's a pretty wild move, man. I'll tell you what. So now we send out Engage, and Engage gets hit with the Thunderbolt too. We go for Cut. Cut does okay, but now Engage is done. So that's our first fainted Pokemon. I go for Jaguar. And I really didn't know what was going to happen, but I went for Strength, and there we go. Magnemite is done. Strength is a pretty good move. So now Steelix is coming out, and I don't know what to do, because now my ace is gone. But I end up going for Saturn. Don't really know why. Probably because Saturn has a lot of health. But use a potion there. Okay, and I go for a Bite. Thankfully, the Steelix isn't really doing anything, and we confuse the Steelix. Look at that, a little bit of damage is done. I ended up using a Paralyze Heal on Ness, so now Ness is in pretty good form. And my hope is that I can maybe use Ness, take out the Steelix. Steelix goes for Iron Tail, I go for an Ember. That's okay, but the Steelix is high level, and of course Rock Throw. That's the end of that. So now I have 2 fainted Pokemon. And I'm trying to think what I want to do now. I end up going for Dreamcast. And the thing with Dreamcast is, Surf. It's a pretty wild move. And it was a critical hit, too. So that's some pretty good experience for Dreamcast. And now another Magnemite. And at this point, I really don't know what to expect. Things are looking a little bit shaky. But I end up going for Jaguar. I mean, Jaguar did okay before with the 1 Magnemite. But obviously different scenario. We go for Strength. It does okay. But now Jaguar is paralyzed. I try and go for another Strength. Thunderbolt almost knocks out Jaguar, but Strength hits again in a critical hit. So now things are definitely looking interesting. We don't really want to use flying types. So I go for Dreamcast. And what's funny is, Magnemite is part electric. I'm trying to think what I want to do. Dreamcast is about to faint. I go for Surf. There's not much else I can do. And what would you know? Magnemite faints. I don't even know how that's possible. Maybe the Steel type. Just, I don't know. Whatever. But we get some decent experience from that. And there we go. Jasmine has been defeated and we obtain the Mineral Badge. Yep, and we also get TM20 free, which is Iron Tail. Pretty cool. So at this point, I'm just kind of going to Goldenrod now is what I'm doing. Yeah, I forgot about that. We go get this berry that you need Surf in order to get. Mystery Berry. I don't know what it does. And now I'm trying to find the person who will see the happiness of your Pokemon. And looking at Ness the Quilava, I get the feeling that Spencer, come on. Really trust you. Okay. Clearly I'm being very slow today. But I wanted to see Saturn, because obviously, friendship. Yeah, it's sort of happy. Yeah, so we got work to do. Me and Saturn, we don't get along these days. So anyway, I start heading back, and then I'm like, oh, right. There's one other thing I could do. The fans would hate it if I didn't do this. I don't really know what I'm talking about. But if you haven't guessed it yet, yep, we're going to see Bill. Yep, hi new one. Do us a favor and take this Eevee. It came over when I was adjusting the time capsule. Someone has to take care of it. But I don't like being outside. So Bill's basically wanting us to take this Eevee. So we're going to do that. But we need an empty slot in our party. And for some reason I go to heal. So we're going to take out Ness. Briefly. Just briefly. And we're going to go obtain this Eevee. So we're going through the whole thing again. Yep. Really cool. So here is the Eevee we now have. And I was gonna name it Neo Geo, and then I was like, nah, I'll call it Wonder Swan. So anyway, so now I'm going to Mahogany place thing, but then I'm like, no, that name sucks. I'd rather, there's a Lapras apparently you can catch on Fridays. I want to call that Wonder Swan. This Pokemon is going to be called Gizmondo. Pretty cool. And I don't even really know what I'm doing at this point. I think I'm switching out Gizmondo back for Ness. And so now this is the great trek back. Doopity-doo. Yep, we're going back to Mahogany Town. And in the next episode, we are going to do one of the stupidest things in the world, guys. I'm not looking forward to it, but we have to do it. And we got this Goldeen and nobody cares. And here we are in Mahogany Town. So, I guess I'm just looking at the Pokemon one last time because I feel like doing that. Yep, everybody's looking okay. We could be stronger, but we're doing our best. That is going to do it for this one. Make sure to give the video a like, give it a comment, and unsubscribe from my channel. I will see you guys in the next one. See you later. Catch you later. Bye.